The question is how much percentage you think confidence requires and why you think that percentage?
When you do any task, you should be 100% confident. If you are not confident, then that even 1% of even 1% reflection while you are performing. So that should be avoided. You should be always 100% confident, and you should do everything with that confidence. Whether you have a knowledge or you don't have a knowledge, everyone has their own way of doing the thing. Any more questions?
No. Yes, you are good.
Hello everyone, my name is Srinivas and today I am going to present a topic which is of your choice, I guess. It is performance appraisal. Everyone in a company waits for his performance appraisal to be done. This is the day for which every employee works throughout the year. What is performance appraisal? Basically, it's assessment of your performance, the work you have done throughout the year. You are reviewed based on the work you have done. Why is performance done in any organization? There are several benefits of performance. Your work is assessed. How good or how bad you have performed. That is assessed. There are some other sides of it as well. Like a good performer is recognized. You can be outstanding in your work. You can be as good as to meet the requirement of the company, or you cannot meet the expected criteria. So you are underperformer. So those things are identified. You are monetarily benefited. So your contribution towards the organization is recognized in terms of money also. So good performer gets a better hike so that he remains motivated for the next year to come and can perform even better. So as I said, motivation is another factor for performance. The other thing is to isolate or to identify key performers and isolate those who are not performing well. The outperformers are easy to go to the next year the way they are, because they may be performing well even in the next years. But the person who has not performed well, he needs monitoring, he needs some guidelines, or he needs some guidance. Some coaching may be required, or some morale boosting may be required. He may not be good at the subject, or some other kind of problem might have occurred, family or personal, because of which he or she may not have performed well. So that is also identified. So this gives management a clear picture as to who stands where and what needs to be done. There are some side effects as well of any performance review. I'm going to talk about some side effects now. If a person has not been assessed correctly, he will have a feeling that I did perform well, but the review is not as per my performance. So he will have a negative feeling, and that will ultimately reflect on his work. If he is dissatisfied, is not satisfied at the management, he may resign, or it will affect on his performance. So whenever he is coming back to work, he will not focus. So his focus will be lost. So that is another side effect. So how should we take performance appraisal? We should always take it positively. It's not that management has got its grudges against you, and that's why you have not been assessed properly, or you have not been classified into A category performers or outstanding. So if you feel that by any chance your performance has not been assessed properly, you can go to the management, you can talk to the people, you can talk to the HR. Nowadays, there is open door policy. You can walk into the cabin of the HR manager. You can escalate the issue to the next level. And of course, I'm quite sure it will be heard at some level or the other. Always try to better next time. If something has really happened wrong to you, if something didn't go by your side or your choice or your will, there is always a next time to perform better, come back better, and show your true color, show your true spirit. So that's the spirit of a good employee in any organization. Always focus on your work. Focus on your work, give quality work, and definitely your contribution will be recognized and you will be awarded accordingly. So maybe not this in this appraisal, but next appraisal your performance will be better. I think I have concluded my topic on performance appraisal. With these words, I would like to thank you all for listening to me and giving your attention. If there are any questions, please.
I would like to grab this opportunity to ask the scheme which is in favor of performance approval, performance appraisal in Western India. How is it being approached? Or how is it being monitored? Or how which are the schemes of
Yes. So your KRA is set at the start of the year. I think we are in Feb. April first week your KRA should be set, and that is for every team. So your KRA is the key area on which you will be assessed in your performance appraisal. We have had the performance appraisal quite recently, and our KRA, based on our KRA, we were assessed. So that is one area on which you need to be always focused, that what are the points which have been given to me, and those are my points on which I will be judged. Always try to exceed the expectations. So you can try out with new things, and definitely your contribution on the new things will get highlighted, and definitely you will be recognized far better than the last assessment.
how the performance review is related to the appraisal? Is there a relation or both are different things?
Both are related.
Okay.
If you are outstanding, your contribution was outstanding, accordingly you will get monetary benefits. You will be appraised. Any other question? Yes, Nagesh.
What happens if a manager is changed for an appraisal? Suppose he sent out appraisals, the performance code set at the start of the year.
When a manager changes, the outgoing manager gives his feedback about the team members to either the HR or the person who is coming in his place. So there's always, ideally there should be always overlap. That's why there is a notice period of at least 1 week or 2 weeks, whatever it is. So he gets feedback about the team members, who has performed, who is good in what areas and all those things. And the person who comes in the place of the outgoing manager, he remains aware, and accordingly he takes things forward.
In case during that 1 month period, another manager doesn't come, or the manager which is outgoing doesn't give the feedback to the HR manager, then what happens?
There are several parameters, there are several matrices. One matrix that we maintain is daily status we fill in, our timely matrix. So we come to know who has done what, and based on that you can identify whose contribution has been to what extent within the team. Whenever performance appraisal is done, lot of components are there based on which your contribution is identified. One of such component is your skill set, your contribution to the organization, your experience, the level of expectations which were set at the start of the year. So these are some components on which you will be judged. So for any manager, irrespective of the time of his joining, and irrespective of who was previously leading the team. It's his responsibility to collect all the required data before doing performance appraisal. So I'm quite sure it happens with every individual, and if it doesn't happen, then I think this is unfortunate. Any other questions? Thanks very much.
Hi friends, I am Kian Kumar, and today I am going to give a small presentation on importance of communication skills. Communication. This is the word that we have been listening from our childhood, that since we are going to the school, I think. Is it communication that much necessary till now? Because since childhood we have been listening to this word actually. Is it necessary still now to practice it, or what? Could you please say something about this?
Yes.
If you want to communicate to some other, to understand what you are telling, communication plays a major role.
Actually, what is the meaning of communicate? Yes. Expressing the feelings, or expressing them, through the communication, through the medium, that we will be expressing our views and thoughts. Right? So, how important is this communication plays in our daily life or in our routine work? Right? Communication may be of like speaking, writing, and even listening is also a type of communication. Because if you cannot able to hear properly about the scenarios or whatever it may be, there may be miscommunication in the development or whatever it may be. So this is an important role in our daily activities, like in our office works. So we need to be more clarity and more confident in communicating this. Please. What are the ways where we can improve our communication skills? Just I have pointed some points. I think these are some of my points where I am pointing it. So please have a note on this. Daily practice, start reading the newspaper. While reading the newspaper, search for some new words and get the meaning from the dictionary, and please try to practice them in your daily activities. Okay. And while reading the newspaper, try to increase the speed of your fluency also, so that it will be impacting on your voice. Try to speak loudly and try to speak in front of the mirror, in home only, right? So it will be very advantageous to you on speaking in front of the mirror. In that way, you can know your body language also. So how we are standing, how we are presenting, and how we are communicating, how we are expressing the pronunciation, how we are expressing the way, the word, and everything. And try to improve your modulation and presentation skills. Try to listen to the news, that means the daily news, or else you can watch the cricket matches. While watching the matches, you mainly concentrate on the commentators, what they are speaking and how they are speaking, how they are presenting. And read good novels, so that you will be getting more and more good words actually. Try to speak in public, or try to speak with your friends in English, so that you can, whether it is a mistake, you can overcome with them by taking good suggestions from them, or try to speak with a well qualified persons, and they will be giving some good suggestions, and try to implement in your own work. Do not feel shy to speak. Practice writing and reading skills. Try to increase your pitch and pace in your voice. And as we have been since last 4 days, we have been in the communicating classes, and daily we have been practicing this sa, re, ga, ma, pa. So daily for 5 minutes, at least for 5 minutes when we woke up, just practice this sa, re, ga, ma, pa, and it gives a very good advantage. I think I am improving myself, I think so. With this, I am completing my presentation. Any questions? Any questions?
Somebody who is what do you call hatla, stammering. So what will you suggest
to overcome this
I
problem?
think we need to point out where he is lacking that area, and he need to practice the words or whatever it may be. He need to write down on the paper or the views, or he self-recording by practicing more times, each word 100 times maybe, sometimes like that, so that he can increase his I don't know the one means sorry actually. I need to go and set in distance for that.
One more question.
Any more questions?
How you feel that Saragama will help in your communication?
Sarigama Padanisa. It's a very good thing actually. From the low voice to the high pitch and high pitch to the low voice. Can we practice it once now?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. Start. Please start with me. Take a deep breath before starting it. Take a deep breath, and while releasing the exhalation, I mean inhaling and after exhaling, you try to speak the words. Thank you, miss.
Hi, good evening to all. Today I am going to give you a small presentation on teamwork. So before going to talk about the teamwork, first of all we need to discuss on success. What is success? Success is accomplished by doing hard work and struggle. And success can be achieved by a single or a teamwork. Every single effort becomes a team effort. So now, what is a teamwork? Every individual in team has to share their knowledge and work to complete the work in a time. Always think positive and help to other teammates. Every individual thoughts has to be shared to others. Working together in a team will improve technical skills and communication skills. And every team in the organization will be counted as a company's profit. So work as a single in a team and work as a team member. That's it, and I want to say one quote. There are 3 needles in a clock, and each needle is dependent on other needle. To complete 60 seconds, the needle second has to be oscillate 12 to 12. Means it has to complete one oscillation to complete 60 seconds. At the same time, to complete a minute, 60 seconds will be counted as a minute, and as a similar for 1 hour, 60 minutes has to be completed. So from this, for team success, everyone has to be put their effort to get the quality or to get the success in that work. So that's it from my presentation. Thanks to all. Any questions?
When it comes to team, how do you define a team?
So, how do you define a team?
Means you say it is a teamwork.
Yes.
So what is a team for you actually? It's only the group of people whom you are doing your work which are related to that particular thing, or it is team means all of your friends or those whom which you share with the things.
No, it is not. We cannot say that only friends or colleagues. as a team working in an organization, we have to respect each other in work, professionally, in communication, everything. We need to share technical skills, professional skills, all the skills. Then only it becomes as a team. In all the work, you need to respect the others. You need to help others. Then only it becomes as a team. Every individuality will become as a team.
If leader is not capable or team leader himself plays politics, how as a team member will you come over this problem?
Okay, at this circumstance also, we will give full length of our stress and whatever affects as a team members, each and every individual. But unfortunately, if team leader was not good in all the sense, if we are doing good also, then he is not able to give us correct proper status, then we can't do anything. We will escalate it to manager to remove the team leader.
Rather escalating to project manager, we can directly ask him what makes you impress doing better. We can directly ask the question to him.
I guess team leader is also a part of a team. Thus teamwork doesn't come into the team.
Sorry?
Team leader himself is a part of a team.
Yes.
So instead of escalating to manager, why can't we have the talk with team leader himself?
Good point.
First of all, we'll discuss with the team leader, but in that case also he is not able to capable of changing his mind or attitude. Then obviously we need to go to escalate to manager.